Well, hello, Rome. I thought you had collapsed, but here you are again in 2026. This UFC fight and stage is literally an empire that's distracting us from its own collapse. Just like the Romans did all them years ago, they distracted you with violence and blood and gladiators and great entertainment, bread and circus. Trump literally had a circus outside the White House in this stadium, by the way. And if you don't know what I'm referring to, Rome faced a lot of corruption and economic decay back in the day before it collapsed. And they distracted their people. Violence, entertainment, and free bread. That's exactly what Trump is doing right now. I don't know if you know this, the UFC fight was delayed no matter what the propaganda is throwing about, and God was extremely unhappy. There was a big thunderstorm, and the stadium was bug infested before the show had even started in unprecedented ways. If that's not God showing his disappointment, then I don't know. But just like in the old days of the Roman Empire, they love the people to be distracted, desensitized, cheering on violence instead of demanding accountability as to why their economy is collapsing. And of course, he's keeping us all distracted from this big treacherous deal that is taking place right now. This is a big, dirty, treacherous deal, guys. It's being signed off in Switzerland. I don't know why, but what Trump has basically done here, he has given Iran the key to flatten Israel. There's £12 billion in American assets being released to Iran. I wonder what that's going to be used for. All the other logistics of it, you can see all Iran's demands are being met, and there's no demands from America that's being met at all. He's lost, and he is lying to his people that he has lost. And if you think there's chaos in America already, there's definitely going to be chaos when they find out the logistics of this deal, and to the degree that he's been lying to them, I'll tell you that. I've got my information from the Iranian state media because they actually want people to see what Trump is doing and who he is. They've actually hired a psychologist to deal with Trump's responses to them because the level of deception is that unprecedented that they think he's out of his mind. Treacherous dealer, we keep on dealing treacherously. Is this the one, guys? Is this it? The one the scripture speaks of? We signed off by Friday the 19th. Watch closely. We got the sudden destruction incoming. Not a question of if anymore, guys. It's a question of when. I've been watching the strait, and gas and oil is running out. It's running out, and they've built their Colosseum, their big Roman style Colosseum, to keep people distracted, to keep people entertained while the collapse is happening. Make Iran great again, not make America great again. That's exactly what Donald Trump has done, just as scripture said that would happen, that Iran would be restored. Trump fell asleep during the fight. His 80-year-old vessel isn't cut out for this, all the pressure that Satan's putting upon him right now. He's done the most unprecedented things, and he's taken us right back to the Roman Empire. Don't be shocked when you see things increase around the earth. You're going to see lots of unalivings. You're going to see things on this earth that we've never seen before, at levels we've never seen before. And they're all on the increase. Until that time, sudden destruction. That's why this treacherous deal is being rushed. It's being rushed because they're running out of time. They know the clock is ticking. When people find out the scale that they've been lied to, yeah, there's going to be total chaos. Trump is the modern day Nebuchadnezzar. He's got a retrobating mind. He's going to lie, scheme, and manipulate until the very end. I'm going to read you this headline, and if this doesn't spell it out to you, then I don't know. This was a headline from last night. Trump says the Great Deal is going to bring peace and security to the whole region. He says that many presidents have tried to make peace with Iran, but all have failed until him. That one line doesn't spell it out to you, and that was Trump's own words, by the way, quote unquote. If that doesn't spell it out to you where we're at, and I can only advise you to pick up the scriptures, understand the scriptures, and tell others about the scriptures, because this is crucial. This is crucial that we understand what time it is. Trump went on to say that the leaders of the region had found a real leader that could bring on world peace, talking about himself, exalting himself. He is prideful, and we know with pride there will be a sudden fall. Completely fake, guys. Stick to what Paul told us. And I know there's certain people watching right now and mocking us. I know there's certain people watching us right now because they're only interested in seeing us fall. But understand, guys, we don't do this for nothing. Maybe you're watching this because you're actually supposed to be here, whether you're mocking or not. Those who know him will have, and I mean Jesus, they'll have eyes to see and ears to hear, and they'll know what's happening right now. I've been trying to warn people from 2020, from all this started kicking off, and since then the scriptures have just been pouring off the page. The prophecy has been completely alive in a way that we've never seen before in history. This deal seems to be going the way Paul said it would, and we could be at the brink of sudden destruction. America is basically hanging Israel out to dry here, and they're doing a lot of other things to infuriate God and blaming other people, such as Israel, for it. Pride goes before the fall, scripture says, and well, this is even Pride Month, if you want to look at it that way. Many people don't want to hear this, but remember, we're not doing this for ourselves. Let God's will be done on earth as it is in heaven. And if you're redeemed, get excited because Jesus is coming. Our Father is coming. Don't get too distracted by the big stage or the Colosseum. Focus on Jesus.